Okay, it is the night. Our bodies are not weak, like the song says. Ride like the wind, 9:14 in the PM hours, that is. Got the Chase Man, Z-Man. Hi, Chasey. Zaro. Rose says, I'll come over and see Dad. Put a little light on for you, buddy. Z-Man. Jagman is somewhere back there. There he is. And the Lola girl. Heading out. This is going to be an interesting one. We're doing some do-it-yourself ghost hunting. We're going to have all the equipment on board, and we're going to let everybody chime in and see what we discover. You'll be witness to that. Stay tuned. Should be fun and exciting. Not sure where we're going, but we're going somewhere good for the dogs and for the ghost. Stay tuned. Okay, we're looking at a gate now. We're about a few miles past the Paw Paw Tunnel, which is a really famous haunted area, supposedly, on this trail. We've done some investigations there. So we're ahead of the tunnel. We're gonna go away from it. This is real eerie around here. And this is not like a normal drop-off point. This is kind of like just access, but we're able to fit through. As you can see, it's a kind of a wide opening. Big truck, dog limo, if you will. Get the dogs inside, and we're ready to rock and roll. Set this ghost rig up. It'll be interesting. Stay tuned. Good. Hang on. Expert packing skills. Chris B. He did them. Look at that. Packed floor to ceiling.
Origami.
Wait till we break out all the tech equipment. So we're at an old lock house here. These were built about when the canal was, late 1700s, early 1800s. Got the Wolf Pack with us. They're doing great. We've got all our paranormal investigative equipment on board, like I said. We kind of look like a Christmas tree all lit up here. This is an impressive setup. So, and I was just trying to talk to any energies out there that we have multiple ways for them to communicate with us. We've got something what we call a REM pod. You can see I can set it off. When I touch it, see how it goes like that? Lights up different colors depending on the temperature and the energy. So if we can get something to communicate with that, that becomes really impressive. 360 camera with infrared flashlights, basically. I'm gonna have to change one. And low mount at 360. They're not full sphere. Full sphere means up and down, left and right. This is just left and right, but really cool setup. Right now we're 3 miles deep into our journey, and also using what they call a FLIR. It's a thermal imaging camera. Stay tuned for more fun and interest, telling history through ghost hunting. Okay, so we're in front of another lock house, and lock house 70. So we were getting a little bit of voices on the ovilus that we could hear. So the ovilus, I'm going to give you an example of how we ghost hunt. The ovilus said, ago, form, and slight. Interesting. So not showing a lot of, if I was showing any spikes in energy, the 62.6 is the current temperature. So if you see that jump or get colder, then we know something's up. And that's being recorded by this camera here all the time. So you can check online and see how all this equipment works in synchronicity, works together, and we can actually get different readings and try to collaborate them and see what's going on. But I'm going to do a little ghost hunting. Here's what we do, some basics. So is anybody out there that would like to communicate? We have all kinds of equipment here that you can actually talk, any energies out there, spirits, and we can pick you up either now or when we do our edits, we'll be able to go through the equipment and see. So we've got radios that are scanning all the unused FM and AM bands, because sometimes energies can be heard through those, as well as what they call an ovilus, which helps. It has a dictionary, So energies can speak words, or it can interpret the words for them. It also does it phonetically, but I don't have a phonetic mode. So if anybody's out here would like to say something, maybe somebody worked in this lock house or worked on the canal, we're here. Also using, as I said, thermal imaging. We just saw some deer and they showed up on the thermal imaging camera. Really cool. Again, if you go through our video, you'll see that. So, love to hear from anybody. I'm Bill, WoofDriver from Baltimore. This is Dan, the man from Baltimore, part of the WoofDriver pit crew team and the Werewolves team, where we do hunting, ghost hunting. We'd love to talk to you or communicate. You can also touch the REM pod, which will light up if your energy is strong enough. We've got lots of batteries on board you can pull energy from, and we'd love to hear from you. So we're not getting anything right here. We're probably going to roll on.
It said this isn't the original blockhouse.
No, they rebuilt it?
Yeah, the other one burned down.
Interesting.
Rebuilt it in 1906.
Checking in right now at 6.05 miles, 4:38 in the AM hours. We're still rolling. We had a little bit of activity between some voices through our ovilus and some what seemed to be owls, a pair of owls in a tree. We weren't sure, but we think that's what it is. Possibly a river otter in the canal, or maybe a minx. There are minks around here too. We've seen them before.
The one behind the tree too.
Yeah, there's stuff behind the tree too. So
I'm scared off.
let's see, so we've got all kinds of wild stuff happening here. Dogs are doing great. We're doing great. And can't wait to, oh, something down there in the water. See the eyes? Are they ducks?
Oh, I can't see it.
Yeah, I think they're ducks. So I'll put a zoom in on that and let you know. We're trucking away on the C&O. Okay, so we're about 12 miles right now. I paused my trip meter, so don't have exact mileage, but by mile marker, we're 12 miles. So we're doing great. Lately, we haven't had any paranormal activity, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Again, that's why we're putting it out there for people to check and everybody to see what they can find. It's been a great run so far. Whenever Chris shows up, I guess we'll call it an evening. And stay tuned. I'll keep you posted.
Evening.
Okay, we're looking at daybreak right there. The train is across the river. That's Jag in the back. Jag, if you disturb his area, he lets you know. So let's take a walk over here. This says Chesapeake and Ohio Canal, National Historic Park, Spring Gap. That's where we are. We're almost at the end of the trail here. We're at like mile marker 173, between 173 and 174. It ends at 184.5. Of course, we've done this whole trail, but it's a big trail. We don't do it at one time. Got the Z-Man in perfect chill mode right there. Hi, good boy. You're the best. Got the Chaser. I wonder if you can see him. Now you can. Chase is there. Where's Jaggy? Okay, Mr. Jaggy, they hear you. Back there through the grates. And Lola girl. She is right here. Okay, Jag, we hear you. So it was a great run. We did some really cool stuff with this new werewolves idea I've been exploring and doing, because we run these trails at night and they're historic. Of course, at night during the summer because it's cooler for the dogs. We do them during the day in the cooler times because it's too cold for us to go at night, even though the dogs could always go at night. But the idea again is that I film in a multitude of different ways, from infrared to thermal imaging. Some of these cameras have ultraviolet capabilities, and what we see, it's not always visible to the human eye. That's why we use different ways of filming. So the camera makes it visible to the human eye. When we get back, we can examine it and investigate further. But I'm going to put it out there for everyone to do that. So it's kind of going to be a little raw, but it's going to be like a DIY, do it yourself. It'll be pretty interesting. And also had a multiple ways for energies to communicate with us through audio. And you'll see more of that in the videos. Check it out. We're on our way home in a little while. We just wrapped it up. The WoofDriver pit crew, Chris and Dan, are going to be loading up the bike, the all-power go-kart. The one's already on there, on the trailer, and getting ready to head home. We're about 2.5 hours from home, I believe. See you there.